Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenga Jeng. Now, this is a quick update. Do you remember Steve? Steve na mama yake walikuwa wamenituma nimtafutie mtu kwa sababu Steve, ijapokuwa they are very successful people, uh, one thing led to another. He was just a disobedient son. Akatandika baba yake na baba yake akamkasi, and that is how he is not able to rise to the occasion, and that's why he is not be able to be a functional man. Now, Steve's father has reached out. I told you that things happen for things to happen. Sometimes when you do not reach out, and sometimes when you do not air your problems, people will never know. The same thing with marketing. If you don't market, you don't sell. If you don't market, people don't know the intention. You might be having the best goods, but if you do not market, people will never have the privilege to understand why you possess the goods, and so they will never know whether these goods are for sale or not. So Steve's case was an advantage to air because baba yake reach out, anasema yeye si yeye mbaya, the mother already decided the life for the son. And I'm saying this because Steve is a man who had a bright future, alafu akaingilia vita ya mama na baba. The father wanted to become a polygamist just like his grandfather, but Steve and the mother were opposed to it. Remember, this is a very wealthy man. Even if he was to marry 6 wives, there was no way the mother was going to suffer. After all, the woman had her own business set up by the father. So because of that rivalry, Steve akaingilia. One day wakikorofishana, akatandika baba yake kofi, alafu akampika tego. Hii kutega mtu akaanguka, kagongwa hapa kichwa kwa kisogo na akakasiwa. Kakasirika, akaamka, na he doesn't make progress with women. He doesn't make any progress sex wise. So amekuwa akijaribu kuomba babake msamaha. Kuna siku baba yake alisema amemsamehea, but hatawahi sahau, and I don't think that is forgiveness enough. So the father has reached out. So the essence of this video is to give you an update of what is happening, because you are able to show a lot of love, you are able to show a lot of concern. Sometimes when I give advice, and the person who sent me to do the video can think I am biased, lakini akiona vile mumecomment pale chini kwa wingi na upendo, anaona yenyewe some people can be able to advise me, some people are able to give me counsel, and that is how one thing leads to another, and the person is able to get help. So as we speak today, I am going to enter into a live call with Steve's dad, because I want you, it is always important to hear both sides of the story. Ukiona mzee amefika mahali anakasi mtoto wake, anasema hautawahi za na usiwahi ni za, na you will never see your generation. If you hear a man speaking with such pain, there is always a reason. It is quick for people to judge and say, as a father, forgive your son, but most of the time people forget that you may forget what people said about you, but at some point you may never forget about how people made you feel at particular points in your life. I know people have wronged you as an individual. I'm speaking to you. I know there are people who wronged you big time, and you still hold a grudge because you forgave and you forgot, but you will never forget about how they made you feel. Sometimes you may randomly say that you forgave them, but nobody knows how you feel deep inside. I'm not siding with Steve's dad, but I want you to hear the side of his story, so that even as we judge, because we are looking for a solution. I told him that uh, even as we look for a solution, I told him that I would want you to uncast the son, if there is such a word, because anything that was spoken by word can be undone by a spoken word by the same person. Okay? And as Christians, we ought to be very forgiving. Every religion teaches people to forgive, that let us forgive one another. Our example is Jesus Christ. Let us forgive one another. Let us learn to forgive one another, the magnitude of the sin notwithstanding. What happens is that sometimes, even when you forgive and forget, you keep the lanes and the boundaries so that that person will not disrespect you again in just the same way. So, what I'm doing today, I want you to have an edge of advantage by listening to both sides so that you can advise both parties. And the father was happy to hear that at least kijana yake anatafuta usaidizi. Unajua kijana amekuwa akituma wazee, anatuma anko zake, all of them zinagonga mwamba. But now that this thing is in the media, if we will be having a reconciliation between Steve, the mother, and the father. That is what this show is all about, to heal hearts. I believe in families. It doesn't have to be every other time we are matchmaking. No, we believe in families, and we believe that a family can be healed through the show. Are we together? So it is my joy that there is a conversation that has been started, and as we begin this conversation, we approach it with absolute wisdom so that both parties can be able to benefit. So as you wait for Steve's dad's side, I want you to be open-minded, listen to it, and if don't be quick to tell Baba Steve to forgive the son. Also, in equal measure, let the son know that he ought to apologize. Sio kutuma tu watu. Najua there is a way mtu anaweza kukuomba msamaha hata wewe hutaki kupeana msamaha. And that's why I want you to listen to both sides of the story. Umewahi kosewa na mtu alafu badala aseme sorry, unapiga kelele alafu huyo mtu anasema sasa utalia. Sasa utashinda hapo. Sasa hutanisamehe. You see, it is as if you are not asking for forgiveness. That's why emotional intelligence is very important. Ukikosea mtu, be humble. Humility is what determines whether you will be forgiven or not. Si ati unatuma wazee, si umwambie mimi ni mtoto wake. Hata nikikufa si ata lose. Nikikosa kumzaa si yeye mbegu yake imepotelea. No. That is not how you ask for forgiveness. You ask for forgiveness by being polite. There is a way umeshika mtu amekusengenya ama ame spread negative rumors about you which is not even true. Ukishika huyo mtu anasema I'm so sorry, I want you to tell me utasamehe mgani. Umeshika mmoja na kuambia by the way I admit I am so sorry, error is human and I am so sorry, and so I am asking for forgiveness. Kindly find a way of forgiving me. I am so sorry. I am sincerely sorry. It will never happen again. Ukinisamehe, you will know that I mean business. You see, mwingine anakuambia okay, nilisema, sasa utalia, utashinda hapo. Sasa nifanye nini? Si unichape basi. You get the point. So there is a difference. So that's why emotional intelligence is very important. And that's why I want you to listen to both sides. Then if we can have a reconciliation, that both parties will agree at some point na tuseme this is a done deal, let the son na ujue baba yake anahitaji tu kusema neno moja. Some children don't know how powerful the words or the words their parents speak out. Very powerful. The parent has very powerful say over your life, and that's what people like Steve should understand. So as we listen to both sides, I want to know your point of view, or whether or not an apology should be an apology, whether it was with the right gesture or not. We study body language. We can tell when somebody is genuinely sorry and when they are just doing it like a rite of passage, like a ritual. Okay, so let me know in the comment section, what do you think about an apology, and do you think both parties should reconcile? Do you think we should bring them on board? Do you think we should bring the mother, the father, and the son so that both of them can charter a path to the recovery of the son and the healing of the family? Until next time, this is Jenga Njero. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, because that's where I post the contact of our guest, and to subscribe to this channel. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Until next time, this is Jenga Njero. God bless you. Bye bye.